Okay.
You mean me, don't you?
No, I thought she had. I thought she had a Harley. Oh no. It's umbrella. Tell me she had a sports.
That was years ago.
Oh, I thought she said she still had it.
Yeah.
Oh, okay. 20 feet.
Thank you. How about your Wii games, miss? 5?
I didn't know this was on Wii.
Yeah. How about your DS games, miss? Well, I mean, I know you know. 5? Okay. I'll give you 10.
Wrench. You guys see that BS over there? Just looking and the people. She's never.
Yeah, I mean, all I did was I picked up like 2 games and like I'm sitting down, I'm sitting, and she's like, "What are you doing?" But I mean, I got I got 2 Pokemon games, one for Wii. I mean, it sells in GameStop for like $32.
Yeah, I mean,
and I'm like, I mean, I'll put up with it for a good deal, but I mean, every week, man.
She's never a nice lady. I'm buying stuff from you. What's in your hand?
I know. I'm like, I'm standing right in front of you. You're like, come on now. And then when I was ready to pay her, she's like, "Oh, I don't have change right now." And I'm like, "What are you saying?"
You guys are crazy people.
How you doing, sir?
Okay.
How much is your Dreamcast?
$5.
$5. Your Game Boy?
$3.
3. All right. And this game?
$2.
$10.
There you go.
All right.
Need a bag?
Yes. Yes, please.
Here, I got a 20. Unless you have a 10.
Not so much. For this guy, man.
I'm gonna get these 5.
I'll give you 5 for it, man.
What's that?
Right now I do not.
Sorry. Good it was.
That's yours, man.
Did you ever see that before?
You
I've never seen that cover before.
Yeah, no.
Yeah, I know. That's
My worst fear is that I'm gonna find a rare game one day that's all fucked up.
Just be glad you found one, man.
Little Samson with half a label.
Yeah. How much are PS1 games, huh?
2.
Cool.
Tomb Raider?
Yeah, right. Tomb Raider 3.
Right, I like the new one now.
The new Tomb Raider?
They do it for the PS2.
Yeah.
I like the new one.
Can I give you 3 for these 2? Because this case is kind of like apart.
Sure.
Cool.
I'm just gonna take a more now.
Hey guys, welcome to Continue Games. My name's Glenn.
I'm Greg.
And together we're Continue Games. We're going to be bringing you a bunch of gaming related material videos. We're going to be doing pickup videos where we show you what we pick up from the flea market. We're going to be doing reviews. We're going to be doing maybe some Let's Plays if you're lucky. We're going to be showing you how to fix some of the old systems that you get. So we're really going to try to give you as much of a variety as possible.
Also, the most important thing is we want to hear from you. So follow us on Instagram, Twitter, @ContinueGamez. Games is with a Z. Also, email us. Let us know what you want to hear. That's the most important thing, guys. We always want to hear from you. Like, subscribe, everything. That's the most important thing. So let's just jump right into it.
Let's do it.
Let's
get
tell them
started.
what we found today. I remember being a kid and rushing to the arcade and playing it. You know, tons of unlockables, over-the-top announcing. You finish a play, you can drop elbows and leg drops on guys. It's just over the top.
Even now, like whenever I look for sports games, I'm like, what's the closest thing to Blitz? Where can I like throw someone where it looks like they may be seriously injured or dead?
Yeah, I mean, if you guys don't know about Blitz, I really don't even know where to start with how much joy this game brings you.
You know about Blitz.
Yeah, you got to know about Blitz. I mean, the best comparison I can give is if you know about NBA Jam, this is NBA Jam for football. I mean, not much else I can say about this game other than it is just fun from beginning to end.
Surf Riders is a surfing game where pretty much your whole goal is to go through and surf through under the waves. If you've seen
It's surfing.
it's surfing, but it's kind of based on tricks. If you've seen Surf's Up, that movie with the penguin where he's always trying, like with Jeff Bridges, where he's always trying to like go through the wave and like be totally rad, like right through there. That's pretty much your goal, is to get in that like sweet spot of the wave.
Yeah.
But it's
But
not.
I would say not fun.
No, it's really it's difficult. It's not easy to master. I do like how you have to hit like the L and R buttons to paddle as you're going up. But I mean, it's not easy. You can see me struggle with it here.
Yeah, definitely the game shows the age of the PlayStation, the PS1.
Oh yeah, I mean the waves and the graphics are pretty pixelated, but I mean I feel like if you mastered it, like the screenshots on the back look pretty awesome.
Yeah, that's true.
If you practiced it, it might be a good time. But
I remember clearly Tomb Raider 3 not being as good as 1 and 2. It's kind of, this is a point in the series where the game kind of dropped off a little bit. I know there were 5 on
Jeez,
the
there's
PS1.
so many.
There were a lot. And then even as the series went on, I think they went progressively downhill. The good news is, if you guys are still interested in Tomb Raider, they recently made one on PS3 last year and re-released it on PS4, which is phenomenal.
Pokemon Battle Revolution.
Yeah, good find. Good find today.
Really good find. I got this for $5 at the flea market. This still sells at GameStop. Believe it or not, they're still clinging the Wii, which is awesome.
Yeah.
Because the Wii is like the big thing for me. Pokemon Battle Revolution, it's actually a pretty cool concept. I'm not huge on Pokemon, but this game gives you a lot.
Talk about another series where there's 1,000 of them.
I'm trying to collect for DS and for Wii, and my Wii collection is pretty good. You'll see it later. But I mean, DS is getting a little bit better, but there's so many Pokemon games, and they're all expensive.
Yeah,
Luckily,
that's
this
true.
one was $5. But basically, the idea is that you get to link up your DS, and all the Pokemon that you have that you've collected with your DS, you can import into this game and use them to battle
That's
against
cool.
friends.
That's cool.
It seems pretty sweet. So if you've invested the time in Pokemon DS and you want to be able to play with them and see what it looks like on here, the graphics are really good, especially for Wii.
Yeah.
And it seems like it's fun.
I liked it. I mean, I watched you play it, and it looked like a pretty sweet game. Definitely one that if you're into Pokemon could consume like, I don't know, 50 to 80 hours of your life.
Yeah,
You know.
easily. I mean, personally, I thought it was a little. I mean, Pokemon's cool, a little cool, but it puts like the text on the screen of the moves that you're doing, and I'm like, I just selected that. You don't need to tell me that I just did it. It felt a little boring. I know that Pokemon does that. So I'm sorry if I upset anyone, but I don't know, it's just my take on it. But
It's Crash Bandicoot 3. It's Warped. Crash Bandicoot Warped. This was, I believe, Naughty Dog's. You guys correct me down in the comments if I'm wrong. It was their last platformer that they made for the Crash series. I know they made Crash Racing, but
that game was awesome.
that game was awesome, and this one is too. They made the first 3 of the Crash series, Naughty Dog did, and then they made the racing one, and then they gave it off to the next generation of PS2, and Crash has never been the same, and then he died a quiet death. But Crash 3 Warped is just an awesome, awesome game. Very much, this, to me, growing up with the PlayStation, was like your Mario 64 for 64. I mean, you Nintendo guys never let go of Mario 64.
You can't. It's the best.
The Crash series is as close as you're going to get to it. Just excellent platforming. It's funny. It's just so much fun to play even now. And I remember hearing when Naughty Dog, the company that made this game, when they let go of it going to the PS2, I remember even thinking then that Crash isn't going to be the same. And now Naughty Dog makes games like Uncharted and The Last of Us, and they just crank out killer titles one after another, and they started with Crash, which is really cool. So if you guys don't have the Crash series, go
It's a
go
good
pick
one to
them
get in
up.
it.
Go pick them up. Even if you got to settle for greatest hits, which kills me to say as a collector. But you know,
I have this too.
when you
I bought
find,
it anyway.
did you buy it again?
Always check your list too.
Yeah.
There's a bunch of apps on the App Store. Take the time to get one. I mean, they range
Totally.
anywhere from free. Even if you just use open up Notepad and just
Yeah.
write them down. I mean, this was luckily. I mean, it's $1, whatever.
Yeah.
But I mean, that's $1 you could spend on something else.
Yeah. It's so depressing when you find a game that you already have. It's really depressing. So, moving on.
Speaking of depressing, Jet Moto. No, the game's awesome. Pretty much, I kind of think of it as like Wave Race, but if your bike could float and fly in
it's,
the air.
it's Wave Race for PS1.
Yeah.
It's not as good as Wave Race, but it's what we got for PlayStation back in the day.
I learned an important lesson. Well, not learned, but I had an important lesson reinforced twice to me today, actually. Jet Moto, really excited. You know, Black Label. The case isn't horrible. It looks okay, but it's empty. There's nothing in here. The lady was really nice, and she had a bunch of PlayStation games. She had a stack. I also picked up Amazing Island. Looks great. Got the manual and everything, but the game's scratched. So, I mean, just because sometimes you'll get excited that you found a really good deal, don't forget the basics.
Yeah.
Check to make sure the disc isn't messed up. Check to make sure that the disc is in there.
Yeah.
Because, I mean...
Just always check the games, always check them.
You never know. I mean, it happens to everybody, but
Yeah.
just try to remember when you're out there.
You get pumped when you find deals, you get excited, and then you go home and if it's the wrong disc or if it's broken or something. Shadow Man Second Coming. Now, the first game was on N64, it was on PS1. I remember playing it as a kid, the first Shadow Man. So I saw this today. I got it for $2.50. I actually got it
Can't
2
beat
for
it.
$5. That's another important thing, guys. I know we're jumping around a little bit on you, but you always want to bundle stuff up. If some guy says, one's for $5 or for $3, grab a bunch of them. See if you can get a bundle deal. Most guys, they hate lugging stuff around, so they just want to get rid of stuff. So you're like, hey, can I do this for 3 for $5, 2 for $5? Half the time they'll say yes, just so they don't have to pack it back up in their car. Yeah. So I got 2 for $5 on this. This and one other game, which I'll show you. Anyway, about Shadow Man, it's not a good game. The control is stiff at best, I'd say. It's too dark. Like
it's scary?
No, not that it's scary. I like scary games, but it's the shading in it is too dark. You can't see what's going on. The cutscenes are actually pretty good. I think we have a couple in the video.
Yeah.
They're pretty good for the time, but when it comes down to just playing the game, it's not all that great.
With Pokemon Ranger. Basically, it's my understanding, and I don't have that much of knowledge of the Pokemon universe. We've established that already.
Mm-hmm.
So don't get too upset. But basically, you're out there, you're collecting Pokemon, and I think you're supposed to be attempting to save nature. What I did think was cool is that you used the stylus to capture the Pokemon. So you actually have to circle them. So I mean, if you love this game, if you know about it, let me know.
Yeah,
tell me which Pokemon game I should play.
Yeah.
I haven't played Pokemon since I was 11. So it's been a while. I do have Pokemon X for 2DS or 3DS or whatever you want to say, which looks cool. But yeah, if you know about this game and you love it, let us know.
Archangel Vampire Apocalypse.
That's interesting.
Yeah. And this game is just not good at all. I mean, Shadow Man was playable. This game is just not good at all. I put it in, it immediately starts up. There's no story, there's no nothing.
They're let's get this over.
Yeah, let's just get it going. And the only thing that I could say had a little bit of redeeming quality is that it looks and plays a little bit like Diablo. And I'm a huge fan of Diablo.
It's like a real-time it's like a strategy type game?
No, but it looks like it.
That's strange.
Yeah, it looks like it. It's like an action fighting game, but it has the top-down perspective.
View?
Yeah.
That is weird.
But they tried to... all it is just you just run around and just hit guys, and it's... I don't know. It's just bad. I don't have any other words for it.
Next game I got was Kingdom Hearts for DS. It's actually Kingdom Hearts, and they wrote it in the smallest font possible, Reloaded. So
that's a good game.
Yeah, nice.
It's a good game.
$4. I'm telling you, I know it's a pain to wake up early, especially if you're fortunate enough to have the day off, or if you've had work on the weekend when there's flea markets. Just force yourself. Just do it, because you can go out there and you can get yourself something awesome.
Find some stuff.
This does suffer from like kind of the DS sickness, as I like to refer to it, where it's just a game. Like to be able to find the manual and stuff like that for this is going to be a little bit of a pain. But Kingdom Hearts, on DS for $4, like I don't know how much this is in GameStop. It's probably at least $10, like half. It's not bad.
And you actually have a pretty good remedy, I would call it, to putting some cases to that DS sickness, which we'll have to tell you guys about in a later episode. I know you have some strong feelings about this system.
I mean, there's a lot of good games for this system. I mean, it's kind of sad because this is Sega's kind of last foray into it. But I mean, Crazy Taxi, dude.
Yeah, right.
Like playing Crazy Taxi in the arcade, like listening to The Offspring, like come on, it really doesn't get much better than that.
Shamu is my favorite.
Right? Code Veronica. It's debatable, but I love it. This system's awesome.
Yeah,
Sonic Adventure.
It was so powerful for the time when it came out in '99.
If you put Dreamcast on now, and like if you have the VGA cable, or if they even have like VGA to HDMI boxes, you can convert it. Like these games look awesome.
Yeah,
like
they really do.
They're not like PlayStation 3, but they're really good.
But they're good. They're good for the time.
A Glacier is what they call it.
Yeah,
You're trying to look this up. Not Clear.
Yeah, otherwise known as Clear.
Yeah. Glacier. Game Boy Advance. I mean, it's Game Boy Advance, man. There's so many great games on Game Boy Advance, and I believe this was $3.
I had so much fun with this as a kid. It's a portable Super Nintendo.
Yeah, pretty much. I mean, you have Final Fantasy on here. You have, Super Mario Advance is on here. There's Castlevania, all the NES
so much
remakes.
Donkey Kong.
It's crazy.
It's just awesome.
I mean, I won't go too crazy about it, but I mean, you can't beat that for $3. So I mean, that's it. That's what we grabbed at the flea market today. Like I said, there's a bunch of different subjects we're going to be covering, a bunch of different videos. It's not going to be all pickup videos. It's not going to be all reviews. It's going to be a little bit of everything. But we need your help to get there. So like Greg said, just rate, comment, subscribe, give us feedback, because without your feedback, we really can't get any better.
We want to know what you guys want to say. That's the most important thing. We want to know what you guys want to see. We want to hear from you guys all the time.
All the time.
All the time.
But that's not really the most important thing.
The most important thing is to always remember to press continue.